One big lie they sold to me before I started creating content was, once you start creating content, you start cashing out, you start balling. I believed them, so I started. 1 month in, I realized that they lied. I mean, they lied to all of us. Don't get me wrong, there is money in content creation. However, there are strategies to these things. These days, everyone wants to be a content creator, so the space has become a lot more complex and harder. To be able to succeed among this large crowd, I'll be sharing a few things I learned on my journey and what you should have at the back of your mind if you really want to succeed. So keep watching. Hello my beautiful people and welcome to my channel. If this is your first time stopping by, you are welcome. My name is Cheta and I create content in Abuja, Nigeria. You are certainly in the right place, so smash the subscribe button down below and you become one of us automatically. To my returning guys, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. I do not take you guys for granted at all. Okay guys, please subscribe so that we can hit 100k. We are currently at 80k and I'm thankful for that. But guys, we are shooting for 100k because I need that plaque, okay? And yeah, without a lot of yapping, let's get straight into today's video. Content creation. It is so hard to be a content creator in this day and age. Yes, because everybody is now getting into the space. It's getting a lot complex, competitive. But I'll be sharing a few things that I have learned on my journey. And I think you should apply it, especially if you are a content creator, you're still beginning. You have been there, but it's not the way it used to be. I mean, a lot of evolution has come in. I'll be sharing some things that will be very helpful to you. So get your notepad, your pen, and start jotting, okay? Now, the first thing I want to highlight on is, you see trends, you see pity party. It can help you go viral. It can help people see your faces. But the only thing that can keep you relevant on the content creation space is the value that you bring. Yes. Now, one major thing is that people do things to trend. People do things like test trap. Some people, they're just doing all manner of things. Yes, for virality. Now, you might get viral and you might get a few views. You might get a few subscribers. But the only thing that can keep you relevant, like I said, is the value you bring. So make sure that as you are building that audience, you are devising a means to transition that whole trend that you used to get them into actual value to keep them. Yes. So whenever you want to delve into that part of content creation, have this at the back of your mind, okay? It never starts easy or even gets easier. Yes, I'm sorry I had to say this. Now, when you begin creating content, people think once you post your first video, you get like 1,000 views, 2,000, 1,000,000. The low views is actually part of the process. A lot of people tell me, I posted for like a week and I'm getting 5 views. Been there, done that. Continue to be consistent. Consistency is not easy. It is not easy, but it's the only thing that can get you out there, okay? So you need to be consistent. You need to show up. You need to post only your 5 views with your full chest. Yes, I'm saying it. I was there. I felt discouraged by my 5 views. I stayed on the course and things eventually started to turn around for me. So know that it's a process. It never starts and gets easier. I mean, it gets easier, but it never remains easy. Now, what do I mean by that? At a point in your content creation journey, you might hit a plateau. It might seem like before, if I post, I get like 1,000,000 views. All of a sudden, I post. Things are not just working out. Now, when you meet yourself or you hit that plateau, one thing I advise is go back to the drawing board, re-strategize. Now, your content or your audience might get bored of a particular thing and you are still using that thing and doing that thing, but they've outgrown it. Now, you need to keep evolving, try new things, re-strategize. Maybe if you're always putting cooking content and you see that people are tired of recipes, look for it, and you want to be in the food niche, look for a way to diversify in the food sector where you are still being relevant to the kind of audience that you've gotten, which is people that are interested in food but doing something more strategic. Now, you have seen the evolution of Chef T. She started out filming recipes. Now she does food tours in some countries. She can afford it. Sometimes she does vlogs. So learn to evolve and allow your audience grow with your evolution, because you can't be doing one thing and you're struggling through it and you remain there. They said you can't be doing the same thing and expecting the same results. You need to do something and you need to change. So evolution, have that at the back of your mind. Always be ready to strategize, re-strategize. If you hit a plateau, take it as a feedback from your audience that, okay, this thing you're doing is not really working, and just use it to update yourself. Basically, you see this particular one, nobody prepared me for it. Yes, now brands don't always reach out. You never always have brand deals. What do I mean? Now content creation is like gambling. This month you might have like 10 brand deals, the next month 1, the following month nothing, the next month you get 10, the next month you get 20, the next thing it's nothing. So brands do not always reach out, right? And if I'm being honest, one of the major sources of income of a content creator is actually working with brands and getting paid. At least myself, I know that the money I make from working with brands is maybe times 5 of what I make from the social media platforms. That's another truth that nobody tells you about. You should always look for a way to sell something to your audience that is still aligned to the value that you bring. What do I mean? So in my own case, one thing I do is I sell, and you see a lot of creators, they sell like an editing class. Some people, they sell content creation class, how to help you build. I do that myself, mentorship. I also create and organize trips because I travel and I'm a travel vlogger and sell it to my audience. So you have to create something. People are always creating, some people create like ebooks for maybe certain things. CCME, she has like a recipe book that she sells. So you have to look for something that is aligned to your audience that you can sell and make money out of it. That's another way you can make money. In fact, that's one of the major ways to make money as a creator, because like I told you, these social media platforms, they don't pay, especially to we Nigerians. So you have to have that at the back of your mind as you're creating and planning and trying to get into content creation. Position yourself in a place where after some time you can actually monetize some value of some sort and sell it to your audience. Not because you're just trying to sell value, but give them something that is of value. Like if it's mentorship that can really gain them to a particular position. Basically, the glamorous lifestyle you see from content creators is not real. I mean, let me put it the other way. It's not funded by content creation most times. Now, most of these people that you see that live like really extremely beautiful lives and they just started content creation and you think that that is it. It is not it. It is maybe off their pocket or some other businesses that they are running, right? Before content creation begins to translate to income, it takes a lot of hard work here. So when you see people that maybe they just start creating content and their life is glamorous out there, do not think it's maybe solely content creation. Maybe they have other things they are doing. They have ways to monetize certain things and sell to this same audience. So if it's just social media you think is helping some people to be extremely rich and wealthy, especially at the early stage, of course I can understand like people like Mr. Beast that have gotten to a particular level, it begins to make sense. But from the middle class, like I see a lot of, okay, let me give an instance now. On social media these days, you see a lot of moms, stay-at-home moms that are content creators with glamorous lifestyles. Yeah, do not believe that it is content creation that give them that lifestyle, because they're stay-at-home moms. It means that they solely depend on their content creation. Check it, their husbands are rich. So when you see people like that, do not start thinking that, oh, is content creation. Content creation money pays off, but it takes time, just like I said. The beginning stage of a content creator's life is not affordable. It is expensive. Yes, a lot of time content creators have to go out to create vlogs. That is money, a lot of money. They have to go out to dinner to have dinner. Money. They have to go out to places. That is money. So have it at the back of your mind that funding the content creator lifestyle at the beginning is probably maybe off your pocket. So it is not cheap. It is expensive. Have that at the back of your mind, okay? But with time, you begin to work with brands. It begins to get easier. Maybe restaurants will begin to invite you for reviews. So it's not a lot more from your pocket. But at the initial stage, it's all from your pocket. So have it at the back of your mind, okay? I'm talking about that to travel creators like myself. Whenever I travel, I know how much I spend out of pocket. Sometimes the money I spend traveling, I don't make it back, even from a long form video merged with social media posts and all of that. So have it at the back of your mind that funding, travel vlogs, all of that, they are fun, but they are not cheap. So if you want to delve into that, have that at the back of your mind, okay? Social media platforms don't pay Nigerian creators properly as much as they. So as a Nigerian creator that I am with 80,000 followers, if I was to be in the US or in the UK, I know how much I'll be making. It probably would sustain me as a full-time job alone, but I still have to juggle this with another job and just try to make ends meet. So it's not really favorable for Nigerian creators. Have that at the back of your mind. Sometime last year, Facebook monetized Nigerians. They were paying huge money. At the time, I remember when maybe if I get like 100,000 views or 200,000 views, I'll make like over $100 or thereabouts, or maybe even 1 million views. I'll make like a good number of money. But right now, you get thousands of views and you're seeing $5, $10. So it's not favoring us, and it's because of the whole CPM and RPM, cost per ad and then cost per view. I think all of that comes into play, so have that at the back of your mind. Okay, you will never feel like you are good enough. Yes, true, very true. I second guess myself all the time. I second guess my content all the time. I compare myself to other creators and I feel like, what is going on? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that and succeeding? And I'm doing the same thing and it's like I'm just struggling through it. I cringe at my content. Yes. So have it at the back of your mind that it's never an easy process. I know how like sometimes I cringe at the content and then when I just walk past and somebody sees me on the road and they're like, hey Cheta, I love that video you shot, and I'm like, I cringed at that video a million times before I posted it. So know that you will continue to second guess yourself, you continue to compare yourself with people, you continue to feel like you're not good enough, but just know that showing up is what really matters, and people that will love your work will love it regardless. Okay, another thing you should have at the back of your mind is that the trolls will sometimes get to you because you're human. I mean, it's not rocket science. People being abusive, disrespectful, misinterpreting you, because it's easy to misinterpret people on social media. It becomes really annoying. And trust me, you are human. If you want to respond to them, respond to them. I do respond to trolls sometimes and give them a piece of my mind. Sometimes I see them and I choose to ignore, but I do respond to them so that I can give them a piece of my mind. So it's totally fine if you respond to trolls. You don't have to be perfect. Everybody is not love and light. Some people are not love and light. It's okay to not be love and light. It's okay to be chaotic and talk back at trolls sometimes. I mean, you don't have to be perfect. Just know where to draw the line, know what works for you. If you choose to be quiet to them, that's fine. But I'm just trying to tell you that you are human. So if you respond to trolls, that's okay. You're not Jesus Christ, okay? I mean, I do respond to them sometimes and give them a piece of my mind. I am not Jesus Christ, like I said. Committing and consistency is difficult. Yes, committing and consistency is one of the hardest things you will face in content creation, because sometimes you get demoralized, sometimes the views, sometimes the engagement, a lot of things will demoralize you, but let the passion drive you. If you want to delve into content creation, do not be hyper fixated on the money right now, because if you're doing that, 2 minutes you don't tap out. Let the passion drive you. One of the reasons why I started creating content was to share my story to the world, was to document my life in my current state. I want to have my kids sit down one day and watch their mom in her early years doing all the things. Sometimes I'm curious. I'm like, what was my mom up to when she was in my own level, like when she was at my age? What was my dad up to? Imagine I had a YouTube channel to go and watch them and be like, so my mom was this hot, she was traveling the world, she was living her best life. Like, it would even give my children inspiration to live their lives as amazing as I'm living my own right now. Whether you like it or not, I'm living an amazing life. So let it drive, let it be a drive, right? Let it not be all about the money. Of course the money will come, but let that not be the only thing that drives you to create content. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I know that I've said a lot of things that 1,000,001 people have said before, but I just feel like some of you need that reminder. Some of you need to hear it again, prepare your mind and know that it is what it is. Will we succeed? Of course we will. With consistency, showing up, doing what we need to do, re-strategizing, and just doing all the due diligence, you will definitely succeed. We will succeed. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's pretty much it. Before I wrap up this video, you guys already know that I try to shout out small YouTubers, small creators, to give them a push in the little way that I can, especially in my sit-down videos like this one. Okay, that's my quota that I'm giving back to my community of creators just like you watching this. Today's shout out goes to at Inspiring Manner. She said, hi Cheta, your content is such a blessing. Thank you so much for that. She said, thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience so openly. You really push people to see that they can do more. Yeah, that's one of my goals for this channel. I recently started my own faith-based channel for encouragement, born from giving myself hope and a safe space when I was down. Would truly appreciate a little shout out if you can. So please guys, please go and support at Inspiring Manner. You can drop her a like, subscribe to her channel, tell her you're from Cheta's World, just encourage her. YouTube streets is one of the hardest streets to grow and thrive on. Yeah, you guys already know that. So every opportunity you get to encourage someone, no matter who it is, please just drop them a love, drop them a comment, tell them, support them, subscribe to their channel. It will go a long way to encourage them. Okay, yeah. And if you want your own shout out in the next video, just let me know the name of your channel and what you do in the comment section, and you will definitely get a shout out from me. Okay, now knowing all of this, would you love to still be a content creator? Because every day new content creators, like, it's getting really saturated. Do you still think that you're interested in being a content creator? Let me know in the comment section. Okay guys, please subscribe if you have not, like this video, and yeah, if you have more questions around the content creation space or anything you want me to share my knowledge on, because I am here to share my knowledge. Okay, let me know below. All right guys, I'll see you guys next week for maybe another vlog or another inspiring talk or conversation like this. Okay guys, see you in my next one. Bye.